John, how nice is it to have a player like Chris who, when your leading scorer is having his struggles offensively and maybe things aren't going the way you want in the first half, who can take over a game any number of ways. Today it was, again, with his scoring and his clutch free throws.
Yeah, and I think you worded that properly when you said any number of ways, and today was his scoring. I think you got to give them credit. They came in, I thought they had a pretty good game plan. It took us, we were a little sluggish in the first half, and let's give them credit, maybe they made us sluggish. But coming down the stretch there, he got us going to start the second half, middle part of the second half, and then on down until the end. And so, it's good to have players that know how and when to help each other, to pick each other up, and to cover for each other. And that's, obviously also wasn't putting the ball in the basket today. We had a pretty good rebounding day. As you've heard me say many times, it's going to be different people's turn, different nights, and tonight was Chris.
Rebounding-wise, you guys struggled in the first half. Is that? I mean, it almost seemed like you guys should have had a more comfortable lead at halftime had you just grabbed a few of them there.
There's no doubt about that, but you have to give them credit for that. That's what they do. They are a very good offensive rebounding team, but to that end, going into halftime, a lot of times you go into halftime and you think, okay, we need to totally change this strategy, adjust this, tweak this, rework that. And this was one of those half times where it's, okay, I think we're getting pretty good shots on offense. And defensively, the first part of defense was okay. I mean, defense didn't know until you get the ball.
Right.
The second part of defense, rebounding, is what we had to focus on. And our guys knew that. I think we all rebounded them in the second half, which was, along with Chris's effort, which was key.
They seem to really try to slow things down on a lot of possessions. Was that part of the game plan you were talking about? Maybe limit your possessions or limit the amount of times you guys could go down and score? It just seemed like they were burning off the clock a lot.
Yeah, we anticipated that, and obviously you have to ask Stan that when he gets in here. I don't know what his game plan was. But it definitely felt like they were trying to score within the last 12 seconds of the possession as opposed to early offense. But we were prepared for that. And that just takes, you have to have a heightened level of concentration. A lot of teams do that, not just to limit your possessions, but some people don't have the attention span to play good team defense for 35 seconds, and all of a sudden, at the end of the shot clock, they can get a better shot. So going into the last couple of days of preparation, there was a lot of talk of you have to stay focused for the whole possession. You have to stay focused for the whole possession. You have to help your teammates for the whole possession, because they have had, when they've been successful, that's how they play.
So now you guys have defeated every team in the Big East who has a sub 500 record. Last year, you guys had trouble with some of the teams towards the bottom. What are your thoughts on that? And are you pleased? Obviously, you're probably pleased to see that focus.
I don't remember last year. I remember tonight. So am I pleased that we aren't losing the games that we lost last year so far? Yes, I am. But we are a year older and wiser at probably just about every position.
Coach, they've been a team that's played close with a lot of teams, a lot of good teams. But they've also been a team that hasn't been able to close it out. Do you see something that has kept them from closing out games with their tight, late the way they were in this game?
No, I don't know, but I know going into it, probably with the exception of Notre Dame, every game has been just like this. I mean, every game has been close. They've been in it. They've been up. They've been down by a short margin. And so, as a coach, you get worried and trying to express that to your team that this is, don't start looking. As we said with every team throughout this league, forget the records. But then looking at them, every game has been literally just like that. So what it is for them, I'm not equipped to answer that. I'm just glad that we turned out on the side we did today.
Chris, you gave a little bit of a head shake as you were walking off the court after the win. You were agitated about something. What were you agitated about?
No, I wasn't really agitated about enough. It was just, South Florida, it was a tough game.
Yeah.
Glad we got out of there and came out with a win, so we're just ready to get out of there. It wasn't anything me frustrated or anything, just
okay. Same question I asked Coach. He said he doesn't recall last year, but maybe you do. The losses at Rutgers and South Florida against South Florida. You guys are now beating those teams, even if it wasn't easy, but you're beating them. What are your thoughts on maybe the maturity level of this team and the focus of this team being better than it was last year?
I mean, I try not to think about last year either, but I just think we're in games like this, we're more up for games like this because we understand that we can't lose. Going through that process last year and losing those games and how it feels afterwards, we don't want to go down that path. So we have to take the approach of every game is, a top 10 team, top 5 team, whatever you want to approach it, whatever it's like that. So we just want to play every game to our maximum capacity and go out and go after it.
You've led the Hoyas in scoring now, I think 5 or 6 times. Is there a moment when you kind of realize, okay, well, I need to start getting to the hole here and start taking this over offensively?
When he gets out of bed.
I mean, regardless if I'm not scoring or if I'm scoring or not, I just try to be aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
And if that means, like, today free was a little off, if that means I got to score, then that's what it is. Usually he's making everything throws up, so I don't have to score 20 points or whatever I did. So it's just a matter of understanding the flow of the game and what the team needs. And I think during this year, I've been doing a good job of understanding when we need to score, when I need to pick my spots for myself, when I need to pick. I tried to get free a shot, but I kicked the ball with my foot. So it was
right.
So it's just understanding the flow of the game and just growing up, I guess.
Yeah. Austin, obviously you struggled offensively, but you did lead the team in rebounding. Was this one of those nights where you just kind of had to salvage whatever you could, contribute any way you could?
I'm a basketball player. I'm gonna have to do what I have to do for my team to win. So if I'm not scoring like today, I'm gonna have to rebound because my team needs me to rebound. So that's just something I saw. Like Chris said, we have no flow of the game. So I saw that I wasn't hitting anything, so I just had to do other things.
Well, was it anything that they were doing defensively, or was it just you just having